probably one of the most adorable characters that I have seen in Silver Palace, and we're going to be talking about her. Alf the Maid is somebody that we get pretty early on into Silver Palace, mainly from the first main quest that we got. And all I can really tell you is that Alf is pretty fun for a character that is just an A rank. Now, I know a lot of people look at A ranks and they're like, yeah, I mean, they are what they are. If you get them for free, it is what it is. However, a lot of the fun factor with Silver Palace is the different styles of play that these characters have. So today we're going to be looking at Alf's whole kit and seeing what we can come up with when it comes to this character. Now, of course, I do have a couple of things that I do want to talk about before we get into this. Firstly, remember, I am just a casual player. I'm not somebody who's striving for endgame because, well, I got to get into the Silver Palace beta a little bit later due to, like vacations and stuff like that. I was already on a vacation when I was able to get access. Number two, remember also that these are subject to change. Not everything in this beta is the finalized product. We don't know when the release date is happening yet, and we don't know when the finalized product is actually going to come to us, right? So very exciting stuff, but still, we don't know when it's going to happen. And again, number three, if you see me fail, I don't edit my own videos. I really don't edit in general because I like giving raw content to y'all and being able to show you what I can do. A lot of the stuff that you actually see is pause button stuff because I'm pausing to get ready for the next scene. Kind of like this. When we talk about Alf, Alf is a break suppressive character, kind of like Lauren, who we talked about just recently. So let's go ahead and dive into what Alf can do. First things first, the basic attack. Press the basic attack button, perform a combo up to 3 hits, dealing Ignis damage. Third hit consumes 1 reserve ammo. If no reserve ammo is available, the third hit's shot is replaced with a forward charge, dealing Ignis damage and granting 3 reserve ammo. We'll get to the reserve ammo here in just a little bit. We do have the charge attack. Hold the basic attack button and consuming all reserve ammo to step onto the enemy and leap into the air, firing bullets that deal Ignis damage, and each reserve ammo consumed increases bullets damage by 40%. That's a pretty hefty little bump there. If no reserve ammo is available, the shots are replaced with a forward charge, dealing Ignis damage and granting 3 reserve ammo. And as we talked about her having a very easy skill tree to understand, the skill Zeroth Shell, press the skill button to unleash a shotgun blast that consumes reserve ammo and deals Ignis damage. Max reserve ammo is 6 and reserve ammo gained per second is 0.2. Now again, this is very easy to understand when it comes to her because again, the reserve ammo is going to be a big deal for you. Now, you can get the reserved ammo and then the third hit consumes 1 and your skill, when you use it every time, is going to consume as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at it in a demonstration. Now, as you can see here, I'm in the same fight as I was with Lauren. I'm going to activate my ultimate here by mistake, to be honest with you, because I keep on forgetting that I'm not in a running state. But as you can see, I have 6 shots of reserve ammo from that red little thing that I have here. I can use my... Oh, get over there. I can use my skill to fire off 1, 2, and 3. And that gives me 3 hits of my actual skill ammo, right? And as you can see, I do my first attack, and I gain, or I used 1 of my reserve ammo. And every 0.2 seconds, or not 0.2 seconds, it looks like it's like every couple of seconds, I'm using my reserve ammo. And I can also use that, the little dodge roll, and I can get some really cool stuff with it as well. So I'm going to try and use up all my stuff so I can show you exactly what the step. Well, I guess that kind of happened. See what I mean by saying that this isn't something that's going to happen right off the gate? This tends to happen. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to grab this really quick. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right back into it. And the reason why I want to go back into it is I want to show you what happens when you run out of ammo. It's very important to understand why that is. So we're going to go back in. We're going to use all of our ammo first, or reserve ammo. Boom, boom. And then we're going to go into this, do our full basic attack. If he doesn't hit me.
That was close.
See how I charged forward and did that little headbutt? And now my reserves are back to normal. So now I can just go back to doing what I do best, activating the little flamethrower to deal damage and get that break ready to go. Then I break his shields, break him actually, and now I'm able to do a lot of damage right out the gate. I can go up to him, boom, and he's defeated. Very easy kit in general, but it was a little bit difficult just to show what happens when you run out of reserve ammo. So I do apologize that took a little bit longer just to show that off. So when you lose the reserve ammo, you're going into that actual headbutt state that we talked about. Just to bring us back over here, that's what I was talking about. If no reserve ammo is available, the third hit shot is replaced with a forward charge, which was the headbutt, dealing Ignis damage and granting 3 reserve ammo. However, we did get 6 in that regard, so it was pretty cool to see that. Now, we also got to see the ultimate as well, and when the ultimate is ready, you press the ultimate button to level a flamethrower at the enemy, unleashing a wall of flames at the target direction, dealing AoE Ignis damage and granting 6 reserve ammo off of rip. So that's the Flare of Enlightenment. Now, why that's important is, let's say you lose or get close to losing all of your reserve ammo. The moment that you're out, you want to activate that burst to get your reserve ammo back, and you want to stay close. Alf's whole thing is that, as you saw, when using the skill, she's backing up as she does it. You don't want to back up fully, because the further you back up, the less damage you're going to do from that shotgun, right? So make sure that you get in close, use all your reserve ammo, go to your ultimate, use the reserve ammo, and that's going to help you break those shields. It's going to help you break their gauge, the break gauge. Now, why that's important also is that she's doing AoE, and that's extremely important when you're thinking of a character that can really do crowd control. So in theory, you could pair her with Detective and activate the gravity thing, and then while those little enemies are up in the air, little enemies / medium enemies, you activate your ultimate here with Alf, and you're going to be able to really get that break damage going, which is pretty crazy. Couple other things to note. We do have the Tactical Assault here, the Dustproof Magazine. When you switch into Alf and have sufficient reactor energy, you can deal Ignis damage and gain 3 reserve ammo off rip. So if you switch out of her with 0 reserve ammo and wait for her to switch in again to be able to do that break, you're going to get 3 reserve ammo right out the gate. And then you have Maiden Training, which passive skill, press the dodge or parry button right after a shotgun attack to consume 1 reserve ammo to unleash a follow-up shot. When hitting an enemy with her melee shotgun or flamethrower attacks, Alf gains 12 stun build-up bonus for 16 seconds. And that's why it's important to build her up using those stun mechanics. Alf is actually very, very good. I really do actually enjoy a lot of the A-rank characters, because again, we're getting to actually see why these characters are far more important than normal A or 4-star characters in regards to other gacha games. And Alf is a really good example of what might look like a character that you wouldn't really dive into is actually not that bad. So I would definitely say Alf is worth building up, especially since she's going to be the 3rd free character that you get in the game. So if you're looking to build up a very good suppressor and you don't want to build up a Lauren, Alf is a very good substitute for your builds. With that in mind, there is a lot more characters to come with, obviously, Silver Palace. I have a lot of I'm going crazy here. I have a lot of characters to cover, and I do plan to cover all of them as best as I can. The only character I haven't been able to pull yet is Rex, and I'm very sad about that. So please, be gentle with me and don't make fun of me, because I'm a big dumb idiot. But yes, that's going to be it for today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about Alf in Silver Palace and which character you would like to see me cover next. And don't forget to also pre-register for Silver Palace. Would love to see more people playing this game. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think. As always, we will see you in the next video. Please take care and be safe.